If you're under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, Happy New Year! This is my first video of the year, almost 2 weeks in, and it is 2 weeks in, and I'm just now getting to a video. But I hope you all had a great holiday and a Happy New Year. There's been so many things that have happened already this year. Just a few things, that have kept me from crafting. And I was gonna craft yesterday and today, and then I looked around my room and I said, you know what, before you start back crafting, you need to clean up a little bit and do just a little bit of organization. God knows I need a whole lot of organization in this room. But I wanted to start with a few things to get some of the space around me cleaned up, which I did. I had papers after doing the advent calendar every day in December, just about, and other projects. I had paper that was on the floor. My path to get to my seat at my desk was like just enough to get my foot in, one foot in front of the other. And I'm like, we got to get that cleaned up. So I got the paper up and a few of the bags that were around my desk up. And then I started looking at some things that I could just do kind of quickly. One of them came about because I wanted to use a particular die for the Two Crafters One Design collab, which I'm gonna get to this week, hopefully. And I couldn't find. Well, yeah, I couldn't find it. I did find it, but that led me to one thing after another. So I'm just gonna show you a few things. Some of them are totally embarrassing, but I'm just being for real. And when I say that from now on in 2024, when I start looking at stuff to buy, I'm gonna be like Tevin Campbell. I'm gonna be, can we talk for a minute? Girl, you got too much stuff. I know I can't sing, but that's what I'm gonna be like. Because I'm gonna have to. There is no way in my life, the rest of my lifetime, that I'm going to use all this crafting stuff that I have amassed in this 12 or 13 years that I have been paper crafting. It has brought me joy, but now it's like, okay, you need to craft with it. The shopping part needs to slow down. And I'm just being honest. But anyway, I know that there's others out there that can feel me, so I know I'm not alone. But I was looking for a particular die of the month die set from Spellbinders. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know what? You need to get all of them together. Some were in different piles in different places in one of the cabinets on the desk over there. And some still in the other room. And then I thought about it. I have been a part of Spellbinders Die of the Month class or club from the beginning. Originally, when they started it in December of 2015. And it was just a die club and a kit club. Now, I didn't join it was a card kit club, and I didn't join that, although I have several of them that I have gotten over the years. I have never really joined the card club kit itself. Now, there's been times where I've gotten all the kit and caboodle things, but mostly when I got the card kits, I got them when they were on sale. But just starting off, here is my bucket of the small die of the month, which is how it started. So originally, as you can see, I got the very first one, month one, die of the month, and it used to be, it didn't even have pictures on there. And then you had some ideas on the back, but that was the very first die club, and it was these like swirly dies. So that's how it started off, and it's gone through a few changes. I mean, it was called Maker's Mark by Spellbinders originally, and then they started putting the pictures on there. Then they just dropped the Maker's Mark part and became just the Spellbinders ones. And then this is the last one for December. So, and it's gotten larger. So the value, it's been, I think it started off at $12.50 and it went to $15 and it's still at $15 now. So I mean, the value is there and they're unique and everything, but I thought about it and I put them all together. So I have been in the club from the beginning, which started December 2015. I have all of them that they have done. There was 1 month where they had production issues, so they didn't have the club for the dies. It was 1 month that I did not get, and it's 1 month that I had that was Halloween that I sold. So I have 94, yes, count them, 94 starting here all the way up to here of these small dies of the month. Then they decided to come out with the large die of the month, and that started September 2017. And I have all of those other than the 1 month that they didn't do it, the one I sold, and the 1 month I did not get because I thought it was ugly. There are 73 of these dies of the month. And so I call myself a collector with these, but I need to be a user. I looked at them all, and to my recollection of the small dies of the month, I have used maybe 8 to 11. Of the large dies, I have used 7. That is ridiculous, people, and I'm saying it publicly. It is ridiculous. So one of my goals is to use these a lot more this year. I don't care if I make a card, a box, or whatever, something from the small and the large dies of the month getting slapped on there. So Spellbinders might as well just make me a sponsor now, because everything that I'm going to have is going to have something Spellbinders on it. But anyway, I decided to collect all the other kits that I have, because a lot of times, well, for one thing, as a club kit member, you get 10% off of all your purchases, and then a lot of times they have, these great sales that Spellbinders has, and you could get sometimes the past kit clubs, the older ones, for like $5-10. So those that I didn't have of the clubs that they kept adding, I got more of. And I'm sorry, I'm holding this camera, so I'm sorry if I'm moving all around. But of the other die clubs that came out with, the APG club, and that was a die club that, let me see, if you're not familiar, the APG clubs are the Amazing Paper Grace clubs, and they look like that. Well, that's one of them. They don't all look like that, but I have 25 of those, and I've only used 2 of those. They came out with the stitching die, I think, last year, and I have 2 of those. They have the clear stamp and die club. I have 14 of those, and I've used 1. And then they have the Glimmer of the Month club, and I have 23 of those, and I've not used any. I have a foil press that I have never used, and then I just It works best with the Gemini Junior, which I have, but I've never used the Gemini Junior because I got a full Gemini one that very first Hobby Lobby super sale when they first started marking stuff down, and I got a full size Gemini for $45, and I've been using that one ever since. So I really didn't need to open that one, and I just the junior, and so I just never have used the foil press. And then over the years, I found out that a lot of people liked the glimmer foil better when it came out. And then just recently, last year, Crafter's Companion has discontinued the foil press. So anyway, um, for Christmas, I treated myself because my Cuttlebug broke. So I treated myself to a Platinum 6 and a glimmer foil and a better press. No, I didn't get the bundle for Spellbinders. I almost did, but then one time, Leah Lawson, who works for Pink Fresh, had put on her blog that she saw a Platinum 6 and online for the cheapest she had ever saw it on Amazon. And it was one day in December, and I mean literally I got it for like $107 shipped, with taxes. So I got it, and then it's the new one with the universal plates, and they also had the glimmer foil, and I think that one was I got it for $101 with tax. And then the better press, I didn't want the better press at first, but then after I didn't get the bundle, it was bothering me. I was like, you should just get it. It's something new, something different, so you have it. And then Spellbinders had this great sale for the New Year's sale. They had better press stuff on sale. Plus, Honeybee had 30% off of their whole website, and they had some better presses at 30% off. So that made it like $55. And I went ahead and got it. So that was my treat for myself for Christmas. So I'm going to start using the glimmer foil and the new one, but like I said, I'm trying to clean out some space so that I have space to put them. Like I have this bookcase right here next to my desk, and it's got crap on it. It had crap all over here too, but I've cleaned this half off, and my thing is to clean the next one off, and the glimmer and the Platinum 6 will go on top of there. Anyway, I'm still just chit-chatting, but I also have 16 of the embossing folders of the month, and I have used 7 of those, and then I have 2 of the 3D embossing folders. And then of the kit of the month, I counted them because you might remember last year I actually did take them out of their boxes, put them in envelopes, and put them in the 2 bins. I have 31 of the kits of the month that had dies, and then 2 from when they started the new version of the card kit of the month that had no dies. Now, they have since discontinued the card kit of the month, and they have added a stencil club, a better press club, and a wax seal. So there are now 10 different clubs. The only thing is these days, starting in January, they discontinued all of the multiple kinds of kits you could get. So you have to buy everything individually, or you can buy the whole kit and caboodle, which is quite a value because it's 60% off. But anyway, I digress. Want to just share that I got all of my Spellbinders kit things together. So these are the small and the stitching and the clear stamping dies. These are the large dies and the APG. I need to get a bucket to put the embossing folders in, and then these are my glimmer of the month, and I pulled all my glimmer stuff out. and put it together. So I have been collecting them for a while when I've seen them on clearance at Hobby Lobby, when they've been really cheap, excuse me, on Spellbinders. And then I have some Gemini ones for the foil press in here too. Then I collected all my foils for this type of machine. I have the foils for the Heidi Swap. They're in another room for the mink machine. But I have put all of my hot foils here. And then I also have this one that I got a while ago. That's Go Foil and Press. And it has a whole lot of different ones in there. So I at least have my Spellbinders club kits and the glimmer together. So I'm working on that. I also made a drawer for my blending brushes. So those are put up. Those had been sitting over here in this space right here, just kind of piled up. So they're now in a drawer. As you can see, my little caddy, I need to clean it out. I'm going to go vertical here. I have this drawer thing here. Used to be vertical in my old house, and so I'm going to put it on top of this one. So I'm going to clear this stuff off, and look at there. There is my glitter tape. Those of you who have followed me forever know that I had glitter tape fever when I first started crafting. And sometimes, you know, they say if it's not in front of you, you don't use it. Well, that's been in front of me now for a while and I still haven't used it. So either I'm going to start using it or I'll have to give it away because it's just taking up space. And I have a thing to put these little prills in. And so I'm going to take that one and put it on top of that one to go vertical, like I have my inks vertical. I finally got those organized. So yeah. And then one other thing, the shelf of shame over here. I have, and there we go, light. I have this shelf here, and there are several things on here like that pink and white tote and the trays on top of that that are empty. There are a couple other empty ones like you can see down here. Right there, I have a cupcake, double tier cupcake holder that I bought to use in the craft room that I have never used. I have bought many organizational things. I have paper over here I need to clean up and kind of straighten up the bottom. But if I take out all the empty things that are on here, I will have room to put my Spellbinders card kit club bins and then these bins here that I just showed you with the foil and the club kits. So that's what I'm doing for organization. And then next up, I'm going to continue with my diamond press die sets, taking them out of their packaging, putting them in the envelopes that I bought that they have to go with them, labeling them and getting them off of the floor and out of boxes and that kind of stuff. And in between all of that, I am going to do some crafting. So I have been rambling on, but just kind of felt like I needed to come on and say, hello, I'm here. I didn't drop off the face of the earth at New Year's. I just had some things that had to be taken care of with family, and I'm doing good. I'm glad and hope all of you are doing good. I'm trying to get organized, but I will be back with things. I do still need to unbox Erica's prize. I have some cards and things I got from people from Christmas. I have a challenge for Martha, and then starting Friday, we are back with 2024 Craftbot collaboration. So thank you so much for hanging in there with me, and I'll have more to come in 2024. You have a great and a very blessed day. The best is yet to come.